Tonight, we're hearing from the people who live closest to those at the center of the Pawleys Island Community Church and Christian School investigation. Good evening, I'm Adriana Lawrence. A judge granted bond today to former pastor Don Williams, his wife, Ginny Williams, and former Academy Director Nikki Howard. The three are accused of knowing volunteer Warren Perry was a registered sex offender, but still allowed him around children. Now, Perry was denied bond today. Here's what the attorney for Howard had to say about her client.
My client's boss was not just her boss, but also her pastor. He exercised a great amount of power, not only over that church, but over her individually.
During today's bond hearing, News 13's Jordan Titus went door to door to hear how neighbors are responding. She joins us live tonight in the newsroom. And Jordan, what did they have to say?
Yeah, Adriana, the bond hearing answered some questions about what happens next in court, but the people who live just steps away from those charged say they're still trying to make sense of it all.
I freaked out because I was like, why was he arrested last week and out of jail?
A judge denied bond Tuesday for Warren Perry, the convicted sex offender accused of violating his probation by volunteering at Pawleys Island Community Church and its school. While former pastor Don Williams, his wife Ginny, and former Academy Director Nikki Howard were all granted bond.
I'm so glad. And he's in jail, and hopefully he'll stay there.
Moore lives across the street from Perry. She says learning about the allegations surrounding her neighbor has left her worried.
This is not a 55 and over place. Kids are allowed to live here. Why is he allowed to be here with kids?
Across the street, another neighbor says Perry never stood out as anything more than a quiet guy.
Yeah, I was stunned. I had no idea. There was no way you could tell. I would not have let my grandchildren go if I had known.
I also went to the home of Don and Ginny Williams and asked for their response. No one answered, but their neighbors did.
The church is where we go to feel safe and to worship God. And certainly this is not godly.
Others say they're waiting for more answers as the case moves forward.
You know, something's going on in that church that's not right. And I just hope the people heal and that they can come to forgiveness, not for him, but for themselves.
Hoping the church community can eventually begin to heal.
We're just on pause. We can't stop talking about it. And we're just shocked that something like this would happen right in our backyard.
I hope that from now on, if anybody gets accused of that they should be hung. They should be hung, castrated, and put out.
Don Williams and Nikki Howard are charged with obstruction of justice, unlawfully placing a child at harm, or abandoning a child, and criminal conspiracy. Ginny Williams and Warren Perry are charged with criminal conspiracy and obstruction of justice. All four are due back in court in late September and October. Live in the newsroom, Jordan Titus, News 13.
Jordan, thank you. And last Friday, we told you about a $25 million class action lawsuit filed against Pawleys Island Community Church and its school over the Perry investigation. Today, we learned about two more lawsuits. The lawsuit also names now former pastor Don Williams, his wife Ginny, and now former school director Nikki Howard. A family says their child was abused by Perry back in 2022, but claims school leadership dismissed the report despite knowing his criminal history. We've also received a copy of a third lawsuit today. This filing names the Williams and Howard, Warren Perry, and 10 church elders identified only as John Does. It claims church and school leaders failed to conduct background checks on all volunteers and knew Perry's criminal background, adding he had, quote, unrestricted daily access to the children, end quote. This lawsuit does not make any specific claims of abuse, but claims a child at the school under the age of 5 and their mother have suffered emotional and psychological harm due to the defendant's negligence. Count on News 13 for continuing coverage of this story on air and online at WBTW.com.